Making money online is one of the most popular topics on this YouTube channel, if not on the entire internet. And the creator economy offers a lot more opportunities that you might think to actually start making money online. So today I want to cover the 7 main ways that you can start earning revenue online. I know a lot of you might have some skepticism. I'm going to give you specific examples of each. I'm going to tell you what it takes to earn in each of these different income streams. So in terms of the 7 income streams you can make as someone participating online and in the creator economy, I want to start with being a one-person business, and the foundation of that is often just offering a service. So services are the thing that you could do even without a large audience because you have access to platforms that allow you to use your skills and expertise. And that's really what it takes. It comes down to having a skill. So this is something that I know a lot of you complain, oh, easy for you to say make money this way, that way, because you have an audience, you have traffic, but everyone starts at 0. Everybody who makes money because they have an audience started out without an audience. What they start with, usually skills. So by selling your skills, you can start as a freelancer, but you could scale that into being a one-person business. And yes, it is possible to earn 6 figures doing that. What a lot of people take for granted is the fact that when you work a skill-based 9-to-5 job, you could be earning maybe $45,000, $55,000, or $65,000 a year. That's the value that your employer is giving you, but they're reselling your skill at a higher value than that to the market in order to be profitable and pay you, which means that some of you watching this video might already have a 6-figure skill set if you cut out the middleman called an employer and you don't realize it. Now, am I saying you're going to make 6 figures freelancing in Fiverr? No. But what you might be able to do is you might be able to use that as a side hustle, build up income, build a portfolio, develop your skills a lot more, and then you might start to understand how you can scale this and build a one-person business at some point in the future and not be dependent entirely on a platform. You might move into something like content creation to start to generate traffic for your business. This won't always be YouTube for some of you. Some of you will do this through blogging, writing online, Substack, or even through a podcast. And it'll also help you expand into other revenue streams outside of the business you offer in terms of a service, which means you're making money while you're marketing your existing service-based business. And this is something that I think just goes right over a lot of people's heads, because I understand most of you probably watching this video, you're trading time for money. But what if you move to a model to where you are trading results for money? You move to a value-based pricing model, because the mistake people make is they get paid on a salary or an hourly basis from their 9-to-5 job, and then they try to charge that same way in their one-person business or their freelancer endeavors, and then they wonder why they still feel drained and they struggle. If you move to packages and value-based pricing for a one-person business, where you are getting better, faster, more efficient as you go, reinvesting money into getting faster and into speed as you go, you're actually rewarded for efficiency, whereas in an hourly model or a salary model, you are punished for efficiency and productivity. In this case, you're now rewarded. And that's what you get by going solo and being a one-person business, is you get to keep all the residual profits. You don't have the middleman, and you also are in control of everything, and you're rewarded for speed, and you're not rewarded with picking up somebody else's slack. You're just rewarded with having more opportunity to make money or more time to give yourself peace. Let's move on to something that definitely requires traffic at this point. Let's move on to a product. If you have a product and you move into a product-based business, this is something that requires traffic. It doesn't necessarily require you to have an audience in social media. You can do this by running ads. When I worked in corporate America, I was in charge of the Google AdWords account, and I was Google AdWords certified. So you'd be shocked at how much ROI there can be in paid online advertising. Now, that does require some upfront money, and there are ways to drive traffic organically without spending money on ads. One of the things that I did when I started to build my business was I focused on, wait for it, SEO, search engine optimization, the thing everyone thinks is dead. Social media and search engine optimization can go hand in hand. They can also live in separate domains, and the same thing when it comes to paid advertising, depending on which route you want to go. A product-based business doesn't necessarily require you to be the face and have a personal brand if you don't want to build in public. However, it can create trust and authenticity that can lead to more transactions. So you do need the traffic, however you decide to get it. You can go SEO, search engine traffic, organic. You can go social media, organic, or you can go paid advertising in different platforms, whether that's search or social. Traffic matters. You can build trust through content, and that is a very good way to do it, and that can be free or cheap in order to do it. You could go another route where you can borrow from other people's trust. You could invest in influencer marketing and hire people to promote your brand. You could also do revenue sharing and have people who are trusted and vetted become affiliates and share a commission instead of you paying them up front. So there are all types of ways in order to build that trust and authority, or to possibly even leverage someone else's, and that can lead to a transaction. When it comes to those transactions, you really do need to make sure that you have a solid system. This is why people use things like Shopify, for example, for their online-based product business, whether it's physical or digital. They use it for e-commerce. It's the most popular one. I actually use it for prints of my digital photography. I do that more as a hobby, not as a full-blown business. However, for my coaching business, as well as the digital products that I sell, not courses yet, though it can do that. It has the functionality. There's a tool I use. It's called Kajabi. It's an all-in-one digital business platform. I'm an affiliate for them. We'll get to affiliate links next. So if you want to use that, get a free trial, I'll link it down below. But it is what I use for my complete online business suite. And it works very effectively because of the diversity of what it offers with memberships, digital products, direct services, which could include coaching, and so on. So you could do courses, digital products, memberships, and coaching all in one platform. And it also has the capacity to host your blog and even a podcast. So it's a pretty good all-in-one tool if you want to invest in something. Other things besides Kajabi and Shopify that people use, some people use Squarespace and they use the upgrade plan because they're already familiar with that from the blog or website that they're running. So these are just options for you in terms of a way to facilitate all of this. You also need payment processors. The two main ones that most people use are PayPal and Stripe. So if you're going to do a product-based business, you need a way to get traffic. We already talked about that. You need a way to build trust, and then you need a very clean website and the payment processors to have authentic, clean, easy to use, not frustrating transactions where people can hand you their money and get the product that they purchased. Next, let's talk about affiliate links. So for a lot of people, they don't necessarily have the skill set required to either do their own service-based business or develop their own product. What they can do instead is they could become a commission-based salesperson through affiliate links. The most legitimate and obvious one is the Amazon Influencer Program. Now, me personally, I understand where people are coming from, but I'm getting annoyed and tired of everyone saying affiliate marketing is a scam because they just come off ridiculously uneducated. Amazon's the biggest online shopping center and marketplace in the entire world. The Amazon affiliate program is one of the oldest, most reliable, and most trusted affiliate link programs that there's ever been. So when you're saying, oh, affiliate marketing and affiliate links are a scam, it just sounds really uneducated when everybody already is using the Amazon influencer program if they're a content creator. When you use the Amazon affiliate program, you can recommend physical products that people probably already were going to buy, and you get a commission from that. A primary example is my camera gear. Whenever I recommend professional Sony camera lenses, there's like a $99 commission for that. If I recommend an affordable and cheap entry-level Sony camera like the Sony ZV-1F, it's a vlogging camera that's $500, there's a $20 commission on that. And I've been using the Amazon affiliate program for years on this YouTube channel, on my blog, websites, and social media. So it's a really good opportunity to get into affiliate marketing through physical products. Now, there are other affiliate marketing opportunities direct with manufacturers. Sometimes they pay a lot better, sometimes 10 or 20% commissions. Then there's the software and services side. Software and services that you recommend, those could have recurring monthly commissions. That actually is one of my strongest suits when it comes to things, is recommending software. Adobe, one of the most recognized brands in the world that everyone loves. As much as everyone says, oh, affiliate marketing is a scam, Adobe offers an affiliate program, 85% commission on the first month of every paid sign up. That's a pretty hefty commission to get when it comes down to it. So Adobe's Creative Cloud is, I believe, $60 a month roughly. So at 85%, you're looking at about $50 commission for every sign up if you are someone who makes tutorials, which is something this channel started out with. So that's a really good opportunity on the software as a service side. Other software as a service programs offer monthly recurring commissions instead of first month bounty signups. So there is a ton of opportunity here. This is how some people make thousands of dollars a month purely in passive income from affiliate links by recommending either physical products or software as a service. And yes, you do need traffic for that. However, it's not as difficult as you might think if you do it correctly. A lot of people do this specifically through podcasting, like my friend Pat Flynn, who I believe, at one point was making 6 figures purely in affiliate commissions on his website and podcast, smartpassiveincome.com. I also know that many YouTubers in the tech space and tech niche in YouTube make $20,000 to $30,000 purely off Amazon affiliate programs. Over on that side, bloggers have been taking advantage of affiliate links for years, decades even. And so there is an opportunity to make legitimate and real money with this. And the best part is if people refund or don't like their product, then you don't make money. So it's pretty transparent and it's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Let's move on to the cousin of affiliate links when it comes to promoting and marketing something. Sponsorships, brand deals, the thing that almost every YouTuber does and how the majority of full-time content creators make their money online as far as their livable income. It's usually with sponsorships and brand deals across their sponsored content, either in YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, their podcast, their newsletter. That's how they're ultimately making a good portion of their money, typically more than half. Now with sponsored content, you have to build a reputation. A lot of people think that all you have to have is reach, but you actually need a good reputation. You need to be able to be someone who can build relationships with brands and has a relationship with your audience that is authentic. And you have to some extent, be able to prove your capacity to drive revenue. So that means you either have to do that through your reach or through your reputation and authority, your previous sales, which you could use your affiliate links and your affiliate marketing sales to prove that you're someone who has a buying audience and that your audience will buy things because they trust you. And you can use those numbers to negotiate better brand deals. I've done detailed videos about how you can work with brands, how you can find sponsorships, but I also do have a digital product that gives you resources when you want to work with brands. So I have the Brand Deal Starter Kit. That's my digital product if you want to buy it. And I will link to it in the description down below. It comes with a media kit template that you can edit. In fact, it has 2 media kit templates, email swipe files for reaching out to brands, as well as a lot of detailed resources, including a list of 100 brands that actually work with influencers. So if you want to have some help with your brand deals, that is a product that supports that. It's not a course, it is a resource though. So link is in the description down below. For brand deals, the big thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is that they're very different than affiliate links. And when you work with brands, you have to make sure that they are going to pay you and not just send you a free product. If they send you a free product, then it's not really a brand deal or a sponsored post. You can announce and you should disclose that they sent you the product for free and that, that is hopefully not influencing your review or your content. But when you do have a paid brand deal, you need to disclose that it is sponsored content. You need to do that verbally and also typically in the description of your videos or with a hashtag like #ad or #sponsored. It's possible to get brand deals that pay you without a huge audience, but it really varies from different niche to different niche. If you're somebody who's an entertainer, you might have to have a much larger audience in order to do brand deals than someone who is educating in a niche arena or area. And there are some niches that pay very well for brand deals, and there's other ones that pay pennies. So this is very much a situation where your mileage may vary depending on the type of content that you want to make. Something that a lot of people are overlooking when it comes to making money online is the value of having your own membership website. Now with social media and content platforms, what a lot of people will do, since they don't have to build a website, get a domain name, manage anything on the back end, is they will do memberships through YouTube or Twitch or now even Instagram and let the platform take a cut of this revenue. This cut of the revenue that the platform gets could be anywhere from 30 to 50%. That's a lot of money, and frankly, they're not always providing the most options or the best experience for all of that. All you get in exchange is not the hassle of setting up a website, designing it, customizing it, getting a domain name, and you also don't have to deal with things like paying upfront money every month to self-host the content. Now, if you're just starting out and you don't have money to invest in something, then it makes sense to go ahead and just to split money with the platform and not see a new bill every month and only see profit. But giving up 30 to 50% of the potential money you could be making and not having control of the experience and not having access to your customer list, that's not that appealing unless you just don't want to do the extra work, or unless you just don't have the upfront money, that's fine if that's the situation. One of the reasons that I actually use Kajabi, which I talked about earlier, is primarily for my membership website, awesomecreatoracademy.com. Over there, I do 2 live office hour sessions for an hour to an hour and a half with our group of creators where they can ask me questions one-on-one, they can screen share, we can even discuss things as a panel and give feedback, plus they get daily feedback from the other members of the group. Now, for that's something that I have that is a monthly recurring fee that my members pay. If you set up your own membership website, then you can earn what's called MRR, monthly recurring revenue, and that could actually be a very stable source of income for you when it comes to making money online. However, the thing is, you do have to have the capacity and the ability to cultivate that trust with your community, have those people onboarded, and then you do have to retain people or you churn them out and then the money goes down or people complain, so on and so forth. But if you can actually provide a great experience and exclusives, and again, this works really great for people who are in the health and fitness niche, for example. I've seen a lot of people that want accountability partners in that type of thing. This can also work in other professional domains and arenas as well. What I do think is harder is to do this as an entertainer when it comes to having your own membership website and community as an entertainer. Even the access to you may not be enough of a value add, but it can work over on the platform when it comes to memberships in Twitch, YouTube, maybe even Instagram, and some exclusive content over there. So you either have to have exclusive content that is worth it and is of value to your audience, or you have to offer something unique in terms of access and an experience, possibly even resources. So there's a lot of ways to do this. With Kajabi or even with Shopify, you could also set up the recurring membership. Instead of around like live access or something, it could be access to a massive resource library of digital downloads or something like that. So you could build your own template store, for example, and instead of selling things individually, maybe you sell access to everything. So just keep in mind, there are multiple ways to approach these things. It's not a one size fits all for most of this. And like I said, the 2 most prominent websites that I know that people are using to do this effectively, and what I have experience with and have used in the past, are Kajabi, which is where I mostly host my stuff, and then there's Shopify. I'll link to both of those in the description down below, along with any other resources and also stuff like the camera gear that I use to make my videos. If any of you want to use that, those typically are affiliate links and they do support the channel. Let's talk about direct fan funding. Let's talk about donations. This takes on a couple of different forms. They offer this across many different platforms. The most obvious ones are YouTube and Twitch, but they're not the only ones. Facebook monetization is really hard and very complicated for a lot of people, and you have to have over 10,000 followers for it. So it's not as relevant as the other 2. Instagram is offering things in terms of live streaming for people buying what they call badges. And so there is that opportunity. They also have membership on theirs as well. But in terms of direct fan donations, the easiest things to understand are YouTube with their super chats for live streams, super thanks on regular videos and YouTube shorts, and of course Twitch with their donations, paid subscriptions, and Twitch bits. Also, many of you are familiar with Patreon as well. So these are the normal fan funding mechanisms that we have as content creators and in the creator economy when you want to make money online. Obviously, you can do things like Venmo, Cash App, link that in your stuff, but there are additional processing fees in some cases on that. Also, some people are more reluctant to use that. Instead of just going in the platform they already are. Clicking another link isn't something they want to do most of the time. So just kind of keep these things in mind. In terms of these donations and how you make money off it, obviously you need an audience to accomplish this. However, everyone starts from zero. You can build an audience. There's things on this channel to help you build that audience. What I will say about this is that without authenticity, trust, and direct relationship with them, it becomes harder to cultivate these kind of donations. A lot of people also do work gimmicks into this, like they will do things like subathons, where for everybody that donates, they stay longer on the stream. So they may do that. They also have mechanisms in terms of maybe someone offers something like a gimmick, like if you donate a certain amount of money, they'll do a certain thing, or if they reach a certain number, then as a milestone, they'll do something like shave their hair, dye their hair, something like that in terms of the entertainment side. On the professional or education side, people offer other things like, hey, I'll do a Q&A, or I will do a review of something, or maybe they will do a giveaway of some kind based on meeting certain thresholds, milestones, requirements. Some people do donations where all the money goes to charity. So just kind of keep these things in mind, that there is a strategy for fan funding, and you have to figure out where you fit in this, entire thing with regard to, am I doing entertainment stuff? And is it about, really engaging my audience and having fun with them? Is it an education play where I have to really do a value add in order to get those donations? Just kind of figure out where you fit there. And finally, we have platform revenue. You could think of this as YouTube ad revenue. There are more platforms that are monetizing. They may have other mechanisms that aren't advertiser driven. Some have creator funds. Snapchat has a creator fund. TikTok has a creator fund. What I will say in terms of ad revenue, the most lucrative ad revenue, and in my opinion, the most realistic to monetize, is going to be on YouTube. I've done entire videos on exactly how to become monetized on YouTube and start earning ad revenue. The money you make in ad revenue varies. I'll tell you a primary example. 1 million views on my channel is worth about $15,000 for 1 million views. Now, because I do education content, and during the pandemic, I was much less active on YouTube, my views, they go up and down a little bit until I make another 100 videos, and then they'll go back to 500,000 a month once I start doing that consistently. The thing that I will say about that is, my niche is what you might call a very profitable niche. I've done a dedicated video on the most profitable niches in YouTube. Not everything pays equally. If a gaming creator got 1 million views, they will not make $15,000. If a gaming creator gets 1 million views, instead of $15,000, they probably are looking at something between $1,500 to $3,000 for the same amount of views. If somebody in a different niche, like let's say someone did real estate, they might actually get 20 to 25,000 for my same 1 million views. So it very much is, your mileage may vary from niche to niche when it comes to ad revenue in YouTube if you're looking to make money online. Not all views are created equal, and they will not pay equal. And that's on regular YouTube videos. That's not including shorts and live streams, where the monetization is very different. You also may make less money on YouTube ad revenue if you curse in your videos, for example. Probably as less as half to a quarter as much money if you don't get demonetized on YouTube outrightly, where you earn zero ad revenue. No matter what way you choose to monetize and make money online, there are opportunities in the creator economy. You can work, behind the scenes, like I said, in a service-based, one-person business. You also could create a faceless brand that offers physical or digital products and runs advertisements and influencer marketing without being the face of the brand. You have those opportunities. That's an e-commerce play. But if you want to do other things, if you want to be a content creator that earns ad revenue, you can do a faceless YouTube channel, but generally a lot of people put their face out there. They build a relationship and a connection emotionally with the audience, and that's how they earn a lot of money. There are some faceless channels at the top of YouTube, more growing into the creator middle class. So don't think that you have to put your face out there. There is an opportunity. If you're more introverted, you're more shy, or you want to protect your privacy, you can make money in multiple ways, and you can still have access to a lot of these things. From my point of view, some of the better opportunities when it comes to making money online are some combination of the ad revenue on YouTube, selling your own product and having that generate passive income through e-commerce, affiliate links selling other products that you use every day and recommend, or software and services that you use, And then I would say absolutely for sure, memberships. The other things are great as well, but this is the monetization mix that I prefer and I think tends to do the best outside of, say, sponsorship. Sponsorship content can do extraordinarily well if you build a large enough audience in a specific niche, or if you're very good at selling yourself, but you do have to tie your reputation to a brand, and there is reputational risk there. So you have to keep that in mind as well. If you want to make money online, these are the most reasonable and practical ways to do it, with examples and how they make their money. If you enjoyed this content, maybe you'll like my other Make Money Online videos. I have a playlist that you can check out. If you want to be a YouTube content creator, check out my video on the most profitable niches on YouTube. Stay awesome, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.